Hello everyone, in this video we will talk about the different data types used in Python. So first of all, we have to check how we will declare the integer variable or float, string and so on. So we don't have to declare the type of the data prior to the utilization of the variable. So if I will write here the x is equals to 10, and as and when we have declared the variable x equals to 10, it is immediately declared as integer because integer doesn't allow the decimal point values. So if I will write here the x equals to 10, then immediately it is treated as an integer variable. And if you are trying to find the type of the data, then you can write here the print, and the function is type, and by which we can get the type of the data. So if I will write here the print type of x, then it will return the data type, and the data type is this time integer. But you see the magic of the Python, that if immediately after the x equals to 10, if I will write here the x equals to 12.5, then it is immediately converted into a float type. So the previous type of the data is now overridden by the type of the newly defined variable. So the new value in the x is 12.5, and the fractional value is allowed only in the float type of data. So you can check it here that what is the type of the x, right? So this time it will return the float. So it is very simple to check the type of the data, and if you are trying to declare the string variable, then simply you just have to write just after the x equals to 12.5, and if I write here the x equals to in double quotes or in single quotes, then whatever the value you will write in the double quotes or single quotes, it will be treated as a string variable. So if I will write here the Python inside the double quotes, then now the x is treated as a string rather than float. Got my point? So that's why it is known as the dynamically typed language. So dynamically the type of the data is changed. According to the value stored in the variable, its type will be dynamically changed. And if I will write here the x equals to, and then the true or false, then it will be treated as a Boolean variable. So let's see here the type of the variable is bool, that is the Boolean variable. So the Boolean variable will store either the true or false, and make sure that the t should be in uppercase for this true. If I write in lowercase t, then it will create a problem because it is not a valid declaration. So if I write here the t in uppercase, then it is a valid declaration. Likewise, we can also write here the false and make sure that the f should be in uppercase because the Python is a case sensitive language, right? And another interesting data type present in the Python is none. You don't be confused with the none data type, because in other language like C and C++, someone is declaring the x as a null variable. So here is the none is equivalent to the null. So it is a different types of data present in the Python, and it is not treated as a 0 or null. So if I will write here the none, and again make sure that the n should be in uppercase and its type is the different than the 0 or other things. So the type of the none is treated as the none type. So it is a separate data type available in the Python, and its type is declared as a none type, right? So none type is indicating that not yet defined. So the variable x is not yet defined, right? Likewise, we can also declare the complex variable, and for the complex variable we can write here the x equals to, like generally we are writing in mathematics that 2i plus 3j, like that. So here we don't have to mention the I. In place of this I, we just have to remove it and write down the 5j. So it is treated as a complex variable. So you can check it here. Yes, it is treated as a complex variable. right? So this is the type of the variable. And another one is if you want to declare the list as a variable, then list data type is declared with the help of the square bracket, and whatever the value we will write inside the square bracket, that is the member of the list. So if I write here the 12, 45 and 67 and so on, so it will contain the list of values. Okay, so it makes a list type. This is the type of the list. Okay, so the variable x is treated as a list this time, and in the depth of the list we will make the another videos. So this time only we have to check whether the type of the variable is list type or complex type or not. So if I want to declare the tuple type variable in place of the list, then how will declare the tuple? So for making the tuple, only you just have to change this square bracket with parenthesis. So if I will write the list of values in a parenthesis, then it is treated as a tuple. So check it, the type of the variable. So the x this time is treated as tuple. And if I want to make this set, okay, so set is represented with the help of the curly braces, right? So in place of this parenthesis, if I will write here the curly braces, then the x is treated as a set. In mathematics also you might have gone through the set. So don't worry about this. I will make another video, separate videos for all these advanced type of data in Python, right? So here it is treated as a set. And the last one is the dictionary. So if you want to make the dictionary, that dictionary contains the key and value pair. Okay, so we have to write down here the set of key value pair, and the same symbol is also used here in place of this curly bracket. We don't have to change this. Okay, so inside this curly braces we have to write down the key and value pair, and the key is to be written in the single quotes. Like suppose I want to write here the name, and the value is separated by the colon, and if I write here the Python, so the name is Python. This time the name is treated as a key and Python is treated as a value. And if I want to write more than one member inside the dictionary, then that is to be separated by comma. And here if I want to make the another key, like the version, and the version is suppose 3.8 I'm using right now for the Python. So this time this is a floating value, numerical values. So numerical values should not be written in single quotes or double quotes, because this is a number, not the string, right? So if it is a string, then you can write here in double quotes or single quotes like that, right? So this time the x is treated as a dictionary. So this is a dictionary. Hopefully it will be helpful for you, and if you like this video, then please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest update. Thank you all.